Hello lovely viewers, welcome to my channel. I am Anna, hope your day is so well. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Grant Ellis, a name that has become synonymous with charm, mystery, and now controversy. Just when fans thought they had him figured out, a bombshell leak turned everything upside down. In a franchise built on roses and revelations, this one sent shockwaves through Bachelor Nation. The day started quietly. Grant had been off the radar for weeks, prompting speculation that he was retreating into privacy after a particularly emotional season. But that silence was shattered when a whistleblower, allegedly close to production, released confidential documents, text messages, and internal footage that changed everything. The leaks detailed conversations between Grant and producers, suggesting that what fans saw on screen was only part of the truth. Among the most shocking revelations, Grant may have been in contact with a woman outside of the show during filming, an individual now confirmed to be a longtime friend and rumored flame, Cassidy Monroe. Cassidy, a fashion marketing executive based in Los Angeles, had never appeared on the show or in the tabloids until now. Screenshots of messages between Grant and Cassidy, timestamped during key filming days, hinted at an emotional connection. While none of the messages were overtly romantic, the tone suggested familiarity, trust, and perhaps even regret. One message from Cassidy read, "I know this isn't your world, but I hope you remember why we started this in the first place." To which Grant responded, "I never forgot. I'm trying to finish what I started here. But it's not what I thought it would be." Bachelor fans quickly began dissecting every scene, every look Grant gave during his season. Did he ever truly intend to propose? Was his heart already elsewhere? More importantly, was the entire narrative engineered to build a fairy tale while hiding the reality? Producers quickly went into damage control. A representative from the franchise denied that any emotional relationship occurred during filming, stating that Grant remained respectful of the process and that no rules were technically broken. But fans weren't convinced. Hashtags like #GrantLeaked and #CassidyandGrant began trending on social media. Digging deeper, we discovered that Cassidy Monroe was more than just a friend. Records showed that the two were co-investors in a wellness startup launched in 2022. While the business went quiet shortly before Grant's Bachelor debut, their financial entanglement raises more questions. Did their connection go beyond business? Was she the one who got away that producers never knew about? A source close to Cassidy confirmed to our team that the two had been in and out of each other's lives for nearly 5 years. They were complicated, the source said, but they never lost contact. Even when he was filming, there was this unspoken line between them, like unfinished business that neither of them wanted to talk about publicly. Adding another layer to the drama, the leaked footage included unseen conversations between Grant and eliminated contestants. In one clip, Grant is seen telling a producer, "I just can't stop thinking about someone who's not here. It's messing with my head." That line, originally edited out of the episode, has now become the focal point of endless speculation. But the saga didn't end there. Just 2 days after the leak, paparazzi captured photos of Grant and Cassidy leaving a secluded Airbnb in Napa Valley. The two appeared relaxed, holding hands and sipping coffee on a balcony. For many fans, this confirmed what they already believed, that Cassidy was the real endgame all along. Social media was divided. Some felt betrayed. Others applauded Grant for following his heart, even if it meant breaking the format of the show. Comments ranged from, "He lied to all of us," to "This was the real love story, and we just didn't know it yet." Meanwhile, the show's runner-up, Hannah V., released a cryptic Instagram story featuring a single red rose and the caption, "Not everything is as it seems." She hasn't commented publicly on the leak, but fans speculate she may have known something before the finale aired. Grant has yet to release an official statement, but a close friend told us he's torn. He didn't want this to come out this way, but he's not ashamed of how he feels. He just didn't want to hurt anyone, especially not the women who believed in the journey. As the controversy grows, the network faces mounting pressure to address the situation. Rumors are swirling that producers may consider a reunion special not previously planned, one where Grant, Cassidy, and the other women could confront the fallout head-on. For now, Cassidy has set her Instagram to private, but screenshots continue to surface from past posts showing what now seem like clues, a bracelet she wore that matched one Grant had been seen with, a caption reading "Timing is everything," and a beachside photo taken in a location identical to one Grant posted weeks earlier. Bachelor Nation has seen its share of drama, but this may be one of the most authentic love stories to emerge, not from the fantasy suites or the rose ceremonies, but from what happened behind the scenes. Whether fans feel betrayed or inspired, one thing is clear: Grant Ellis's love story isn't over. In fact, it might just be beginning. Grant Ellis, the star of Bachelor Season 29, handed Rose Samka rose for no apparent reason after she ruined his reputation and caused conflict with Carolina Sofia. I think the producers stepped in and made him keep her. On a group date, Grant, a 31-year-old day trader who currently resides in Houston, Texas, but was born in Newark, New Jersey, selected Carolina as the winner of an R&B singing competition. As a result, they danced together on stage in front of the other ladies. When Carolina and Grant made out after the dance while everyone was watching, it upset the other contestants from the Bachelor Season 29. When they eventually confronted her about it, she sobbed and admitted to feeling bad. But when Carolina spoke with Grant, he assured her that they were simply enjoying themselves and that she had done nothing wrong. She felt a lot better about everything after the talk. When Grant offered Carolina a one-on-one date, which included a flight to Las Vegas, things took a turn for the better. I don't understand why Grant would give her a rose, though, unless the producers forced him to, as Rose ruined the moment by creating a lot of drama. Rose told her off-camera that Grant had told her that he was thinking of Rose the entire time he was dancing with Carolina, which caused Carolina to spin out of control during the third Bachelor Season 29 rose ceremony cocktail party. After their amazing one-on-one date, Carolina felt stupid and confronted Grant about it without mentioning Rose's name. Grant denied saying anything like that, utterly surprised. He felt that the remark made him appear like a player, which infuriated him. Grant accurately predicted Carolina when she refused to reveal that it was Rose who had stated this. Then he questioned Rose if she had said it, pulling her aside. I was shocked when Rose acknowledged that she had said it, even if it sounded unexpected. She informed Grant that she believed she heard him say it, even though I was expecting her to deny it. Grant persisted in denying it in a manner that made me trust him. Despite Rose's apology, he left their chat, clearly still irritated with her. I don't think Grant meant it the way she portrays it to Carolina, even if he did admit to Rose in episode 2 that he was thinking about her during the whole dancing thing on stage, and he didn't want her to think he wasn't paying attention. Instead of saying that he would prefer to dance with Rose, I think he was attempting to convey that he was still open to new relationships despite dancing with Carolina. In any case, I believe Rose had no business telling Carolina that he had stated that. I was taken aback when Grant delivered the final rose to Rose during the rose ceremony. Given how much turmoil she had generated, I honestly believed he was going to bid her farewell, but he chose to keep her for an additional week. He could have simply pulled her aside at the rose ceremony, as so many bachelors and bachelorettes have done in the past, but I questioned if he did it because he didn't finish their conversation and he wanted more time with her. I also considered the possibility that Grant had a deep bond with her, but I wasn't sure because the show hasn't really shown that. As I tried to figure out why Grant would offer Rose a rose, I came to the conclusion that maybe the producers were meddling with The Bachelor once more. In previous seasons, it was quite clear that some characters were merely there to cause drama, and I think this is why Grant handed Rose a rose despite his intense anger at what she had said to Carolina. That someone who was so offended by being accused of being a player would still seek a relationship with the individual who did that to him is incomprehensible. The producers of Bachelor Season 29 can now continue to set Carolina and Rose against one another because they have their usual quarrel plot. I believe that Grant agreed to it since he had better relationships with some of the other women. Therefore, it didn't matter to him if he stayed with more than the few ladies he truly wanted to date. Bailey Brown, Allie Jo Hinks, and Chloe Costello were eliminated by Grant, and Beverly Ortega was forced to leave early because of a medical emergency. Eliminating one of those women to keep Rose around to please the producers certainly didn't affect Grant in any way because, in my opinion, he didn't really connect with any of them. Although I was taken aback that he didn't immediately send Rose home during their talk, I realized that it's nothing new given The Bachelor's past and the number of villains who have overstayed their welcome. Even though Rose seemed sincere in her apology, and I trusted her when she claimed to have heard Grant say those things about her, I still believe that if he truly wanted to continue his relationship with Carolina, he should have said goodbye to her. Grant vehemently denied saying it, demonstrating that Rose misunderstood what he said. Furthermore, Rose had no genuine motive to share what Grant had said with Carolina, unless she was attempting to incite jealousy. The most plausible explanation for Grant's decision to keep Rose, in my opinion, is that the producers made him. When Grant gave Rose a rose, even Rose was taken aback. Grant's relationship with Rose doesn't make sense in any other way, though I sincerely hope I'm mistaken in my conjecture that the producers will continue to meddle and control events during The Bachelor. I could understand Grant's reluctance to let Rose leave if she had made a mistake, and he was growing close to her. But since Grant and Rose haven't spent much time together, I assumed that he would just bid her farewell and put a stop to the argument. Hopefully, Rose won't turn this pandemonium into a recurring plot point, and Grant will be able to give out his roses without any further problems. We're wrapping up here for today, but the excitement of trending gossip doesn't stop here. We'll be back with new surprises very soon. So stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe.